Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Jonathan with Volunteers in Public Schools, and today I am talking with Donnie Miller from the Baton Rouge Area Chamber about why he supports volunteers in public schools. Thank you, Donnie, for taking the time to sit down with me today. I know you're very busy.
Thanks, Jonathan. Really good to be with you today.
All right, so let's jump into this. So you've been a board member for a few years now, and you even chair our program committee for our board of directors. What drew you to joining our board, and then not only that, but leading our efforts to ensure our volunteers have the best tools to serve the students they work with?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've been a part of the board for almost 3 years now, and volunteer in public schools, it has got a mission that pairs very well with my current role. I think what Baton Rouge is looking for, and as the economic developer for East Baton Rouge Parish, when we're recruiting companies, we like to talk about the aspect of quality of place, but we also like to talk about talent. And when we think about talent, we think of those that are in the workforce, those that are joining the workforce, but we really need to think and take a broader stroke at the talent and the educational level of students in our market long term. And I think volunteer in public schools, or VIPS, really starts early with early education and making sure that we strengthen the skills that students are getting in school, or that may not, that teachers may not have the time to manage the class load. So what drew me to join the board was the aspect to give back, not only in a work profession and a work mentality, but to make sure that I'm adding to our community long term, and that our students are going to provide the best opportunity for Baton Rouge to succeed.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fantastic. So we've mentioned a little bit about what you've done, and would you talk about how your service with VIPS and your financial support for VIPS has impacted our public education system here in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, so having a leadership role with the program committee, which is just a smaller task force within the greater board, has given me a vantage point to understand, kind of peeking behind the curtain, right? Understanding how the mechanism of VIPS works, and how we can continue to add value. And what I've learned is the more volunteers we have, the more success that we're going to have, and to fuel the number of volunteers and to fuel the programmatic approach that VIPS needs, it all comes back to funding. And the school system is only able to fund so much, right? They do a great job of contributing to this need, but it's going to take you and me and our partners and our community members to really stand up and support an operation like this.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about what we need. So now, what would you say to someone who's looking for a community cause to support, or an organization to join, or both?
Well, you need to look at organizations that keep you motivated, that get you excited, and really tug on the heartstrings of what drives you. For some people, that might be the Blues Foundation with the Blues Festival and the music and the culture that happens downtown. And for others, that might be, giving back to, participation in food drives and homeless shelters. For me, I understand how much teachers help me, and I understand the extra mile that people went with me growing up, and want to make sure that we're able to support that for young kids. And I look at my upbringing as I was a very lucky individual for the people that cared for me, not just my parents and my siblings and my neighbors, but the people in the community that wanted to make sure that they move me forward, and I want to make sure that we can do that for everybody else. So for those that are interested in getting involved, I think this is a great opportunity to really touch on education across our parish, across our community. And the financial contribution is the easy part. I think it's easy to cut a check and really support, which is, there's value in that because that provides people opportunity, but really the time element, if there's a way to carve out some time and get involved, I think that's where you're going to see the greatest reward. it's important now more than ever that people are able to step up to support groups like VIPS that are providing nothing but positive impacts into the community. So I would urge, I would make a call to action for people to take a deep look at how they can contribute to the organization. We see the school board making a lot of difficult choices right now. And we've got a new superintendent coming into the market, and I think she's going to take the baton from our current, from Mr. Drake, and take Baton Rouge into, you know, the next decade. But really, it can't be the school board on its own. It can't be the superintendent driving any kind of budgetary decisions. It's going to take you and me. It's going to take contributions from our community to really have an impact.
Right. Okay. Well, very well put. And also, anyone who is interested in making a donation can visit vipsbr.org. And we are in the process of developing a virtual tutoring program, so that way we can work with the school while they are doing their virtual learning and being able to do so in a safe, socially distant environment. So thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I really appreciate it. We always love hearing from our supporters. And thank you for taking the time to view our video.